Hello students, with reference to the previous video where I had discussed the DFSM for n modulo k. Today we will see one more example for that. So here you are constructing the DFSM to accept the decimal strings divisible by 3 over the alphabet. The alphabet set is given here. So 0 to 9 decimal numbers are there in the alphabet set. So here you are finding the strings which are divisible by 3. So the method which I explained in the previous video, according to that we are going to use 3 steps here. The first step is we are going to find R value, K value and the D value. So what is R here? R is nothing but a radix. Radix is nothing but the count of alphabet set. So how many alphabets are there in the alphabet set? 10 alphabets are there. So R value will be 10 here. Next, what is the K value here? K is nothing but the divisor. So we are finding strings which is divisible by 3. So K value equal to what? 3 here. Next, the D value is nothing but the alphabets given, that is 0 to 9 digits. So first step is over. What is the second step? Second step, you are going to find a possible remainders. So the possible remainders are 0, 1, 2. So it is based on the K value. If K value is 3, so in a sequence the numbers which come before a 3 are called as a possible remainders. So before 3 the numbers are 0, 1, 2. So 0, 1, 2 are the possible remainders here. The third step is you are going to find the transition. So I am going to find a new transitions by constructing this table. So this table is constructed based on the possible remainders and the digits in the alphabet set. So alphabet set contains 10 digits or 10 symbols you can say. So 10 into 3 possible remainders. So how many transitions I get here? 30 transitions. So constructing or finding the 30 transitions is possible, but it will be a very lengthy procedure. So to minimize that, I am going to group these decimal numbers based on the remainder they return after dividing by 3. So here I will take a first number from the alphabet set. I will divide this by 3 and I will check the remainder here. So 0 mod 3, the remainder is 0. Next 1 mod 3, the remainder is 1. 2 mod 3, the remainder is 2. 3 mod 3, the remainder is 0. 4 mod 3, the remainder is 1. 5 mod 3, the remainder is 2. Next, the next alphabet is 6. 6 mod 3, the remainder is 0. 7 mod 3, the remainder is 1. Next, 8 mod 3, the remainder is 2. Next, the 9 mod 3, the remainder is 0. So I am going to group these decimal numbers based on the remainder they return. So check out the remainder value. Here I have a 0, here I have a 0, next 0 is here and here. So I am going to group these numbers 0, 3, 6, 9 because these numbers are returning 0 after divisible by 3. So 0, 3, 6, 9. So I am going to group these numbers because these numbers return 0 after dividing by 3. Next, check out the remainder value 1 for a digit. So here I have a 1, next here I have a 1 and here. So I am going to group 1, 4, 7. 1, 4, 7 because these numbers give me 1 as a remainder after dividing by 3. Next, same you are going to do for a remainder 2. So here I am going to group 2, 5, 8, 2, 5, 8 because these numbers return me a remainder 2 after dividing by 3. So I had considered all the numbers. So for a convenient purpose, I grouped these numbers based on the remainder they return. So here I have only 3 digits. So 10 digits I minimized to a 3 digits, 0, 1 and 2. Next step is I am going to find the transitions. So here the remainders. So I am going to find the transition for the possible remainders. So that will be my I value. So I equal to 0. The digits are 0, 1, 2. For this remainder, I am going to find the transitions for a digit 0, 1, 2. Next, I am going to consider the second remainder, that is 1. Next, 0, 1, 2. Next group is I equal to 3 for a possible digits 0, 1, 2. Next, I am going to apply the relation, special relation to find the next transition. So here for a new transition is J equal to R into I plus D mod K. So what is the R value? R equal to 10. What is the I value? I equal to 0. And D value is what? D value is 0 in this case. Next, mod 3. So what I get? 10 into 0 is 0. 0 plus 0, 0. 0 mod 3 is 0 itself. Next, 10 into 0 plus 1 because the digit is 1 here. Mod 3. So what I get? 10 into 0, 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 mod 3. The remainder is 1. 10 into 0 plus 2 mod 3. The remainder is 2. I am going to find the transition. So here transition of Qi. What is I value here? I value is 0. So Q 0 comma digit. What is the digit here of G? Next, what is the Qj value? Qj value is Q of J. What is the J value here? 0. So Q of 0. That is nothing but a Q naught. Next, transition from Q naught of digit 1. Where I reach to a Q1 state. Transition of Q naught of digit 2. Where I reach to a 2. That is nothing but a Q2 state. Same I am going to find for I equal to 1 and I equal to 2 in this case. Apply the formula, same formula when I equal to 2. After applying, I got these values. Next we will see the transitions. So here transition from this I value equal to what? 1. So Q of 1 comma, what is the D value? D value is 0. Next, where I reach to a state 1, that is nothing but a Q1 here. Next, transition from Q1 of 1, the digit is 1 in this case. So where I reach to a 2, that is nothing but a Q2 state. Next, transition from Q1 of 2, where I reach to a state 0, that is nothing but a Q0 state. Next, same way I am going to write the transition for these transitions that I get after applying the relation. So little bit I will elaborate these transitions. So here Q naught of 0. So 0 digit is given for a decimal numbers 0369. So in place of 0 I will write what? 0369. So after accepting the 0369 from Q naught state, where I reach to Q naught itself. Next, Q naught of 1 is there. So 1 means the numbers, decimal numbers 147s are considered. So here I will write 147. So after accepting 147 from Q naught state, I reach to a Q1 state. Next, Q naught of 2 I had written. So 2 is nothing but what? The digits 258. So I will write here 258. So after accepting that, I reach to a Q2 state. Same way, you are going to write a transition for I equal to 1 and I equal to 2. Now a new transition. The next step is to draw the DFSM. So how many states are there in the DFSM? The states are nothing but a I values here. So Q0 state, Q1 state, Q2 state. So total 3 states are there. Q0 state, Q1 state and Q2 state. Next, the transitions are already written here. So Q0 of 0369, where I am going to a Q0 itself. So Q0 is a start state here. So Q0 of 0369, I am going to move to a same state here. Next, Q0 of 147, I will change my state to Q1. So Q0 of 147, I am changing my state to Q1. Next, Q0 of 258, I will move to a Q2 state. So I will write here 258. Next, check out the Q1 transition. Q1 of 0369, Q1 itself. So it is a loop for 0369. Next, Q1 of 147, I am changing state to a Q2. This is for 147. Next, Q1 of 258, I am moving to a Q0 state. So this is for 258. Next, check out the Q2 transition here. Q2 of 0369, I am going to be in a same state, 0369. Next, Q2 of 147, I will change my state to a Q0 for 147. Next, Q2 of 258, I will change my state to a Q1, 258. Next, so this is a DFSM according to a new transition. The next step is making one of the state of a DFSM as a final state. So here, according to the question, you are going to accept the strings which are divisible by 3. The meaning is what? The decimal numbers you are going to consider. So the decimal numbers, when you divide those decimal number by 3, the remainder is 0. So 0 indicate that the state Q0 will be the final state. Suppose they ask you to draw the DFSM where you get 1 modulo 3, then you are going to make a first state as a final state. When they ask you to draw the DFSM which accept 2 modulo 3, then you are going to make the state 2 as a final state. So according to the question, which state will be the final state here? The Q0 state, because you are accepting the decimal numbers which are divisible. When you are going to divide those numbers by 3, the remainder will be 0. So you are going to make Q0 state as a final. About the DFSM, so which accept the string divisible by 3. I hope you understood this problem. Thank you.